Today's morning coffee vinyl side. Benny Carter, Swingin The 20s, 1959. Looking back to the 20s from the 50s is what this album says it's doing, which sounds like a crazy nostalgia trip. But consider this. The 20s were closer to the 50s than the music I listen to today is to today. And I'm not talking about a playlist of Beatles or early Stones. I'm talking about Van Halen and Jane's Addiction and Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam. If we tossed in Beatles and Stones, or Cream or Zeppelin, even Coltrane and Miles, or Elvis and Buddy, I'm the one that seems to be stuck in the musical slipstream of time. In that context, this little look over the shoulder from the 50s to the 20s is more akin to spinning some Nirvana on your morning drive. Although these songs all come from what was considered the jazz age, the recording itself, captured on tape November of 1958, features the first time longtime friends and occasional bandmates Benny Carter and Earl Hines ever recorded together. Vacationing or escaping, you decide, from the Dixieland craze that seemed to dominate popular jazz in the 50s, they got together to revisit some of their favorite 20s era songs, even some they wrote and popularized themselves, and this little album was the result. If I tried to imagine an equivalent, it would be like Eddie Vedder or Dave Grohl and Jerry Cantrell getting together to record a few of their favorite songs from the 90s. Now, Benny Carter, playing alto sax and trumpet here, was one of jazz's early soloists. As a young jazz player, he played with and recorded with all the greats, evolving as a player, arranger, and bandleader until he was generally considered one of jazz's greatest figures. Earl Hines, as a piano player, helped build and define the harmonic latticework that formed and supported jazz's birth and evolution of form, and is similarly lauded as a historical jazz figure. So this is a jazz album, something I'll call cocktail jazz or supper jazz. It's easy, relaxing, and contemplative, but infused with enough momentum to get you in, along, and out, just like any sit-down good meal. This isn't roaring 20s jazz. It's not obvious in that way. It's just true and steady. I listen, it engages me, and takes me on a jazz journey to jazz places, allowing my mind to experience jazz's metaphysics. There's so much more to know and explore with both these artists, but this was a lovely little spin. Perfect for morning coffee vinyl side, and even better as a mid-evening spin after dinner. Loved it.